New Mexico did make a statement right here from the New Mexico Department of Justice. This is from 2 days ago. And it said, upon reviewing information recently released by the U.S. DOJ, Attorney General Raúl Torrez has ordered that the criminal investigation into allegations of illegal activity at Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch be reopened. Although the state of New Mexico's prior investigation was closed in 2019 at the request of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, revelations outlined in the previously sealed FBI files warrant further examination. As with any potential criminal matter, we will follow the facts wherever they lead, carefully evaluate jurisdictional considerations, and take appropriate investigative actions, including the collection and preservation of any relevant evidence that remains available. We are moving quickly and deliberately on this issue and will provide updates as appropriate. So they're obviously going in on this. Now, this is really intriguing to me because there's this idea that like maybe it's getting, destroyed or whatever, gutted. And I know like 𝗏𝗄𝗡 said it was under construction. It was about a week ago, 8 days ago, when we discovered that 𝗏𝗄𝗡 bought this thing. Okay, he revealed his identity, and then he says they're building this Christian retreat. We do have him saying construction was happening, and that was on the Matt Gaetz show.
The plan all along is to make this property into a Christian retreat. As a matter of fact, it's under construction today, and that's our goal.
Okay, so that was 3 days ago when he says, matter of fact, it's under construction today. Today. Thank you, 𝗏𝗄𝗡. Fucking weirdo. Dude, isn't he like weird looking? Who are these weirdos? So obviously, we don't know what that means, under construction today. Today. That could mean, they have bulldozers out grinding this thing over. That could mean they're knocking out some walls. That could mean any like measure of things. The fact, though, that he says they're making a Christian retreat, and now I've heard people talk about it being a Christian kids retreat. Like, bro, what kind of demented human being would put a Christian kids retreat on the site of a pedophile's, secret encampment that supposedly was maybe doing eugenics research on babies? Like, you have to be seriously messed up in the dome to go that route. That is some Kinko the Clown shit right there, boss. Like, seriously demented. What we don't know is if there's any actual construction. Here is Stanley, okay, down here where it's like 100 people in Stanley. And then this is Highway 41. And Highway 41 goes all the way up here to the main gate, which is here. And then there's the gate. And then there's a 2.7 mile drive from the gate. Okay. Like, here's through the horse stable areas. And there's like 3 different roads. One goes to the airstrip, but only one of them, like, there's the airstrip right there. Okay, that's the airstrip. And then one of them goes to the house where you go all the way up here, you make a left, and you go all the way around. There's only one road that goes around up to the house, right? Now, if you look at this, I mean, it is big, dude. It is like big. But when you look at it, guys, let me pull something up here. It is desolate. But you can see it from Google Maps. Dude, it's so fucking bizarro. Like, there's something going on with the search where it's a lot harder to find than it used to be. Okay? But there it is. You see it? You can see it. It's right. It's up on a hill. It's like, it's in a little canyon thing, but it is elevated. And so that's it right there. You can see it from the highway, but you can't get there from the highway. You can go to the gate though. It's not like a direct access. And what's more is it's not even like one road. I think the gate is up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like there it is. There's the ranch up there on the hill. Okay? That's it. It's up there on the hill. And yeah, no, there's the fucking outbuildings. Yeah, so the gate's up here. Watch, the gate is right up here. There it is. There's the gate. Okay? So this is the gate. And then the ranch itself is all the way up there on that thing. And so if you look at Google Earth, where we are right now, is we are right, where is it? We are right here. Right? That's where we're at. That's where we're at on Google Maps, right there. Right there. There's the gate. There's the gate. Right? But, again, look at that. You drive all the way through, and there's a group of buildings here, several houses, and like a horse stable. And then look at the airstrip over here. There's the airstrip, this massive airstrip, right? With the little thing. And that is the airstrip that is from this picture, right? This photo is his plane parked on that piece of concrete. Isn't that wild? Yeah, no, your nearest neighbor is like miles away. So there it is. And yeah, now it was made into like a garden or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty massive. But I guarantee you guys, if there was any evidence in this place, that shit is long gone. Like, long gone. I mean, there's no way that any of this shit would still be around. I mean, this thing, if there was evidence on here, that shit was removed probably within, a couple months of him being arrested, right? Because there's obviously the anticipation that, it would be searched, right? But this thing is massive. Now, see, the thing is he keeps talking about these things here, but guys, these, I know there's we talked about this before because people are like, whoa, what is this? Is this are these vents to a downstairs area? But they could also be flood control. When you have a place like Zorro Ranch or anywhere in the high desert that's up on a hill like that, that's flat land, they have drainage systems. I mean, they have these in Arizona too. We have family that lives in Mesa, and you go there and there are just huge grates like this on the sides of houses and on the sides of the roads because you need to drain the water. It rains really hard there sometimes. And you can't have standing water when it rains hard because the water won't soak into this ground. This ground is so dry and so compact that the water doesn't soak into it. They have underground drainage systems. This is absolutely water drainage, making sure that there's no flooding. You think those are air vents? I don't think they're air vents. I mean, guys, the thing about this is if there's an underground bunker, there's a ventilation system. I doubt there would be an underground bunker would just have these big air vents, right? You don't need that. There's ventilation systems for these things, and they usually have the air vents much more discreet. Those are definitely water drains, right? Those look like flash flood drains. I know people can see them. They're like, oh, air vents, secret lab. I mean, we know there's a bunker under here. Like, we know at the very least that there is a ginormous, like, house size surveillance room and shit like that. But let me just tell you, when they have underground compounds like that, which most billionaires do, their ventilation shit is much more discreet, okay? Because they're not going to put a big metal grate that goes down into the bunker so you can just lift that metal grate and gain entrance to their bunker. It doesn't work like that. They're much more secure and deceitful in how because those spaces are intended to be hidden. Like, you don't want to be that obvious. That would defeat the point of having a fucking bunker. Right? Well, there we go. There's our fucking thing. But this is 2023, and whatever was going on, it looks like they had cleared it, guys. Okay? In 2019, right? In 2016, they had this little, like, whatever, a little, like, shaped going on. Okay? And by 2019, that was like, looks like they had grass. By 2023, that shit is raised. And there's definitely, looks like some big trucks there. So I don't know what it looks like now. There's the airstrip. I mean, it's pretty crazy to have a fucking private airstrip. Like, that is some money. And then I don't know what else is over here. There's other areas. Because all of this is essentially, I mean, my God, dude, you know what I'm saying? The amount of land here. There's a whole nother house with a tennis court. And that's part of it too, right? See that? That's part of it as well. Okay, here's back, if we go to our gate, right? You come in and you go to these buildings. There's a whole other house over here, right? That's on this property that has a fucking tennis court and shit. This is quite a massive piece of property. I mean, if there were people buried here, guys, like, I don't know that you'd ever find them. I mean, if you think about it, like, if you look at the size of this shit, like, it's like 7,500 acres. If there were bodies buried here, like, they could be anywhere, boss. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't even know how long it would take to search the miles and miles. Because if they did bury somebody here, they would obviously put it, like, way off the beaten path. But yeah, I mean, even at this is 2023, October 30th of 2023. So this is after they purchased it, guys. Okay. This was purchased in 2023, and they've already cleared the labyrinthine helipad garden. And it looks like there's already, like, many trucks here. There's a big, like, moving truck. There's a big truck with a trailer. So they were already, like, going to town on this thing in 2023. I mean, there's a really good chance that, I would imagine this whole thing's been gutted.
Speaking of justice, you say that your state is acting where the federal government has failed after New Mexico's House of Representatives approved a bipartisan truth commission to investigate allegations of criminal activity at the Zorro Ranch Epstein owned there. You say allegations of sexual abuse at the ranch existed for years, but were never fully investigated by the FBI or local authorities. What are some of those allegations, and why did the state wait until now to open a probe?
For many years, there were allegations of sexual assault. There are actual FBI investigations that were done into survivor claims. There are crimes that were never investigated. And with the action of the release and unsealing of documents through the Epstein Files Transparency Act, it's clear that DOJ at some point asked New Mexico's AG to drop its case, but then never followed up on those investigations. And
dude, that is so crazy, though. The DOJ Trump's DOJ in 2019, New Mexico was investigating, and Trump's DOJ said, no. You guys stand down. We got this federal jurisdiction. And then they walked the other way, man.
And so not only did we pass a truth commission to investigate those crimes, but our AG announced a couple of days ago that he will be opening a new case to investigate not just the sexual assault crimes that may have happened on that property, but a potential double homicide that was revealed in the unsealed files.
So that's pretty intense. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.